Hi air signs, welcome to your July 12th through the 18th weekly messages. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus air signs. Hello, hello, welcome. Hey, the cross watchers. No judgment, you're fine. You're welcome here. So let's see what we've got going on for air signs this week, the messages that want to come out this week. Some of it, we're all on different timelines, right? So some of it might be that you are going, it's going to start this week, you're going through it now, or and it'll culminate later. It doesn't mean that there's a whole bunch of energy happening all this week. It might. But just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading. As always, gender is neutral. So if I say he or she, it's just the depiction on the card or the energy. I am using the Archangel Power Tarot by Radleigh Valentine. And I felt like we needed some empowerment this week. So that's why I chose this deck to do the main spread. And then I have a clarifying deck and I have several oracle decks. So we'll see what comes out, what messages want to come through. So Mercury, yay, has stationed. It's stationary. It's just kind of like hanging out in limbo. So it's not in retrograde anymore. Maybe I'll be able to speak properly now. And we still have the shadow period of about a week to 10 days, give or take. And then it will go completely direct. So if you've been holding off signing any new contracts, getting married, getting divorced, buying a house, buying a car, whatever it might be, you are clear for takeoff. So we are good to go now. Let's see what messages want to come out this week. It's important also to note that Chiron is now in retrograde. So at the same time that Mercury has stationed and stopped going retrograde, Chiron has joined the other handful of planets that are in retrograde. And I know it's not one of our main planets, but it's important to note because he's the wounded healer. And he's going to be in retrograde until mid to late December. So what he's going to do is he's going to help bring up some old emotional wounds that need to be healed. And it's not to torture you or make you feel bad. Go watch my Facebook Live from last week about shame and guilt. Not about that. It's about bringing things up so that we can properly heal, spiritually grow, and live our best lives while we're here on earth. So anything that comes up, it might suck at first. I mean, it's never fun, but it's not to torture you. It's not to dredge you through those old yucky emotions and make you feel bad about your decisions or whatever happened. It's to help you to see the lessons and heal and let go so that you're not held back from your ultimate happiness, because that's what the divine wants for us. They just want us to be happy. It's what our souls want. We have every right to be happy. So that's all that's going to happen. I talk in the general reading. I give a real world. I couldn't say that even if Mercury was direct. Real world example of like having shoulder surgery. So check out the general as well. And hopefully that will help you make sense of the energy if you're feeling a little stuck about it. All right, air signs, let's see what's going on. Take a leap of faith. Fire signs got this as well. So if you're dealing with a fire sign or you have prominent fire in your chart, like I do, check it out. Leap of faith, it's the Fool. So that's Archangel Metatron. Yes, Metatron. And what Metatron is great for is helping us to find that esoteric knowledge and use it to take that leap of faith, to take that first step to, he's also good with children as well. So you're taking a leap of faith, you're listening to your heart and your soul, and you're like, well, let's go. Awesome energy. Five of Ariel. Ariel is Pentacles. This deck I do not read in reverse because it's so powerful. The energy is so powerful with the archangels. I do not feel right putting it in reverse. It just doesn't feel right to me. That's what the clarifiers are for. those I'll put in reverse and they'll help us to interpret the energy in that way. But for now, these will all be upright. So it's deviating a little bit from my norm, just so you can kind of get inside my head for a minute. My Libra moon. So 5 of Pentacles here. Beautiful. These cards I'm going to show for a little bit longer than I normally would, because the illustrations are beautiful, but they're very intricate. There's a lot going on. There's also, especially with court cards, it'll have up here archetypes. So there might be a message in there for you. And it also has words on there that are in addition to my interpretations. So the 5 of Ariel is the 5 of Pentacles. That's about feeling left out in the cold and kind of challenged. You might have some negative thoughts or experiences in the physical world that might make you feel cast out and kind of shut out from society, from the world, from your family unit, whatever it is. So we'll see what comes out when we clarify. The Emperor, Archangel Uriel. So here's another major arcana for you. This Emperor he's all of the kings combined. He's also the divine masculine. So he's balanced. He's the King of Cups, the King of Wands, the Queen, maybe. Cups, Pentacles, Swords, Wands. It's not quite direct yet, Mercury. So the Emperor being here right in the middle, that's all about empowering yourself. It's also your divine masculine. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female in your meat suit. It's just, we all have an inner masculine and feminine, and then we also have our divine counterparts too. So this is all in the middle is all about reclaiming your power. And see how he's got his wand up there, his scepter. And Uriel is the divine spark, the divine light of God. So that works well for you, air signs. You're very logical. You can also look up these archangels. So Metatron, Uriel, Ariel, and then whoever else comes out. Look them up and see if there's a keyword or phrase that jumps out to you that helps you navigate some of this energy as well. 2 of Raphael. So this is Cups. 2 of Cups. So it's all about heart center, all about soulmates. Not the divine soulmate, like divine partnership, twin flame, ultimate union, whatever it is. It's not that. It's more like those they can be long-term relationships, but they're relationships that aren't that relationship. We'll see what comes out when I clarify, but it's like kindred spirits and people that you love in general. And the 6 of Gabriel. So this is Wands. 6 of Wands, feeling victorious. So that's nice. Coming out of the bottom. Very, very beautiful energy. So let's see what comes out when we clarify. So we've got Pentacles, Cups, and Wands, with the Fool and the Emperor major arcana, for anybody who's keeping score. My grandpa used to do that at baseball games. Even though there's a scoreboard, he liked to keep track. He'd always get a program, and he would keep track of how many balls, strikes, runs, errors, etc. So it was confusing to me when I was a young child. Like, Grandpa, what are you doing? It's right up there on the scoreboard. You know, that digital thing up there that's giant. I don't know. It helps to keep him engaged in some way in the game. And my dad and I would always go to see Major League Baseball games near us. Sometimes minor league, depending on who was playing and what was going on. And my dad owning a business, he got tickets to stuff all the time, so we would go. And it was a nice bonding experience and fond memories for me. Even though I'm a girl, my dad, my grandpa still included me in stuff like that, so I was always very grateful. So for somebody out there, apparently you needed to hear that message. So there you go. One more. And we'll clarify this lovely reading. All right, leap of faith. That's awesome. Nope. Too many, guys. If it's more than like 2 or 3, just don't take it. 8 of Swords. Are you feeling trapped? This is a mental prison. If she were to take off that blindfold, she would see that she could walk right between those swords. She's not actually trapped. So if you're feeling trapped, take that leap of faith and like, you know what? I'm doing what's going to make me happy. It's no one else's responsibility to make us happy, and it's not our responsibility to make anybody else happy. If you're holding back from taking this leap of faith because you're afraid of what's going to happen to you or to someone else, like, oh, I don't want to hurt anybody. Okay, well, that's admirable, but it ultimately hurts everybody the longer you stay in a situation where you don't feel safe, loved, happy, whatever it is. Page of Wands. Could be a younger fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I see pages as younger than you. Or just in general, somebody who's a little less mature. Not that they're, immature in a bad way. It's just they're less experienced. Pages are also messengers. So this could be a quick message coming in. So if you see he's looking at her, that helps you take that leap of faith and get out of that situation. The Chariot in reverse. Yeah, you feel stuck as hell. So when it's upright, it's about making a decision about which way you're going to go, moving forward, fast movement, sign of Cancer, Moonchild. So in reverse, yeah, you feel super stuck. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yep. You might be with an earth. You could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, and you could be leaving them for this leap of faith, maybe with somebody else. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is about seeing if this is about patience, waiting for the fruit to ripen, kind of checking it out and seeing if it is evaluating. In reverse, not as much. You could be feeling a bit impatient. You could be saying, you know what I've planted here, I thought I planted watermelon and it came up zucchini. It's not quite working. Or I saw a meme the other day on social media, I think it was on Facebook, that said my dad was so proud of the watermelon and it ended up being a cucumber, like this giant freaking cucumber. So, I mean, it could be like, that's not what I intended. So you take a leap of faith to get away from it. That could be 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Yep. Teamwork does not always make the dream work. Sometimes you got to do something on your own. You got to do you. You got to do what's best for you. So yeah, you're taking a leap of faith and you're saying, no more. Let's see what this 5 of Pentacles is. You could be leaving someone out in the cold. Too many. You could be feeling yourself left out in the cold. Maybe when you take this leap of faith, it's like, I am leaving behind friends and family that I had known for years, but you know what? It's ultimately what's best. 9 of Swords. Yeah, you're not losing any sleep over it. You're not worried anymore. This is the anxiety card, the nightmare card. Not anymore. The Lovers in reverse. Sign of Gemini. So you could be leaving a Gemini or leaving for a Gemini. Or hey Gemini. Showing up in your reading. But in reverse, yeah, that's the ultimate partnership. So maybe you're leaving this situation to go towards that person, or maybe you're leaving because this isn't that ultimate partnership that you want, that you deserve. Death in reverse. Yeah, you're not feeling the transformation. Very stagnant energy. It's like, that just sucks. Because death upright is about transformation, a new beginning. This is not so much. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you are not feeling inspired. This is not making you happy. Whatever is going on is not making you happy anymore, and you can't do it, and you shouldn't. Knight of Swords, you are getting the hell out of Dodge. So this is the fastest moving knight in the deck. In general, this could be you. This could be, I see knights as people who are your peers. So within 5 years of you, that you could be going towards another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it could just be you getting out of there, getting out of that situation and like, I am done here. Let's see what the Emperor is. Very much feeling in your power. Like, I can do this. I have the power to make myself happy, and therefore, damn it, I am doing it. Good for you. More power to you. 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, not happy. This is the emotional fulfillment card. Look at these pretty swans. I love swans. So, not so much. You are not happy where you are right now. 8 of Wands. Maybe you guys aren't communicating. You're not talking about this. Maybe you're not talking at all. Maybe it's like we just kind of go through the motions and I don't really feel like this is what I want to do. So you're doing the work. Maybe you're focusing on work to get out of it, to get out of dealing with it, or to get away from your person that you're currently with. Maybe you started a business or a side hustle and you're kind of like really focused on that to avoid dealing with being so emotionally unfulfilled and unhappy. Maybe you meet this new person through work. That could be. Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, not feeling it. Could be a younger water sign, Gemini. Oh my God, I keep saying Gemini. Gemini, if this is for you, or if you're dealing with a Gemini, here you go. I keep saying Gemini. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, younger than you, or your child. So in reverse, pages are messengers, right? So you're not receiving love, messages of love. Maybe that's the no communication. You guys aren't telling each other that you love each other anymore. It's like, I need to go. I need to go. Judgment, absolutely. You are hearing that call. You were like, screw this stuff. That is my PG version of what I would really like to say. Sure, you can figure that out. But I try to keep it fairly PG. Every once in a while, word flies out. Sorry about that. If you're offended, I just say I'm very real. I say what I say. I said what I said. And that's the Judgment. This is such a beautiful depiction of that card. And this is probably my favorite Judgment card ever. I love it. Very much feeling that in hearing that divine intuition, the call to move the hell on. 2 of Raphael. Woo. All right. Yeah, 3 of Wands in reverse. You're done waiting. You've been waiting for those ships to come in and they haven't. And it's like, I don't want to do that anymore. 7 of Swords. Sneaky. So no judgment, except the Judgment card that came out. No judgment here. However, this could be sneaky. You could be sneaking behind your current person's back with this new person. You could be, that could be the third party. You could just feel kind of like I said earlier, you could feel like you're cast out from society with that 5 of Pentacles, and just kind of like you don't want to lose certain people that are important to you, but you also know that the right decision, you can't lose anybody who's meant to be in your life. If people drop out of your life, it's because they're meant to. Same goes for you. If you drop out of somebody's life, it's because you're meant to. So there could be some sneaking around going on. No judgment. If it makes you happy, grain of salt, karma happens. So just be careful. Be careful with that, and just make sure that eventually you make the decision that's right for you. 10 of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So when it's upright, you're just mentally exhausted. You're done. You feel stabbed in the back. When we turn it upside down, those swords fall out. And you kind of feel like, oh, kind of re-inspired. Like, oh, okay, this isn't that bad. This isn't as bad as I thought it would be. 10 swords, 10s, gosh. Swords are, 10s are completion. Swords are about, okay, so I just heard something else. Swords are about our thoughts and our intellect. So just like mentally exhausted. But Something else I heard was it's not over. So this could be, this Two of Cups, this new person or new-ish person could be somebody that you were with before, and you kind of never lost feelings for them. And now they're coming back and they're like, hey. Or they could be watching you on social media, like watching your account. If you do stuff like this, they could be watching, whatever it is. So it's not over. It's not over till it's over, right? But you're putting down the burden. You're not letting it burden you. This has been a burden for you. And now it's time to just let it go. Let it be done. Let it be over. Let it be gone. Get gone. Oh, okay. King of Cups. It was like this, and I'm not totally sure why, but you could be going towards a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Someone who's older, mature, very much in touch with their emotions. Maybe your other person was rather unfeeling, or this person could be just very in control of their emotions, very emotionally mature, loving, nurturing, and that could balance out your air analytical side. Take it for whatever resonates. Six of Swords in reverse. You're afraid to move on. So just know that whatever you decide to do, if you feel stuck with this other person that you're currently with, and you're not taking any kind of action towards leaving, you're sneaking around until maybe it's safe, just be careful. Be careful with that energy. But I get a lot of you feel stuck. You think you're stuck. You think that I made my bed, now I have to lay in it. No, you can get out of it. You can get out of it and make yourself happy. But you might be choosing to stay for maybe the wrong reasons. This is also like missed opportunity. So if this person if that is resonating for you, that this is someone from your past that is coming back around, you feel like you missed an opportunity with them. And now they're offering you their cup. So the Four of Swords in reverse fell out for the Six of Gabriel. So yeah, now is the time for action. Gabriel is one, so that is all about taking action, a victory. So yeah, get yourself unstuck. It's not the time to quietly sit and meditate and think about it and stew on it and like, what do I want to do? No. Make your choice and move on with it. Strength. It's going to take immense strength. So this is also the sign of Leo. But strength is, you're also, because she has tamed the beast, now he protects her. You're always divinely protected. So whatever choice it is that you're going to make, you're going to feel victorious. You are, I get that you're moving on eventually. Yeah, Seven of Cups in reverse. You might not feel like you have a choice, but you do. Two of Wands. Make a choice and act on it. Make your choice. The Empress. So I want you to see something. From two different decks, we got the divine counterparts. And with them being major arcana, they are major, the twin flame, the divine union, the soulmates, whatever it is, whatever you call it. Make a choice. Nurture yourself. The Empress is all of the queens combined. So just like the Emperor is all of the kings, the Empress is all of the queens. So she's very balanced, very nurturing, very loving and maternal. She's the ultimate mother. So on the bottom, Six of Pentacles. So that's all about fair, balanced, equal distribution of wealth. You could be not moving on because you have to get a divorce or separate your household in some way if you weren't like legally married on paper, whatever it is. But you've been together for a while. You might feel stuck or be keeping yourself stuck because you're afraid that it won't be an equal distribution. But with Judgment here, oops, no, I had it right the first time. I'm working backwards, sorry guys. So Yeah, see how her palm is outstretched? There you go. It's all going to be okay. It will be done in your, whoops, wrong way. Will be made in your favor. All is well. Underneath of it, I noticed when I put it down, it's the star. Wish come true. Also, hey Aquarius. So it's all good. It's all coming together. It's all going to be okay. Once you finally make the decision to get the hell on out of there, you will be good to go. So I'm going to pull from my Elle key, She Who deck. See what kind of empowerment message we can get here. Colette, she who nurtures empathy, gentleness, and insight. Yeah, take care of yourself. Self-care, nurture yourself. Goes great with the Empress. Renee, she who hopes, love, hope, and relationships. Goes perfectly with the Two of Raphael. It's okay. It's okay. And with the Star, it's okay to hope for this. It's okay that maybe things haven't worked out in the past with this person or with your current person. That's different. That's in the past. People can grow up. People can heal. People can choose to be in a more grounded, centered way. People can choose to heal using Chiron as our prime example here. Bringing up those emotional wounds to heal so that you guys can be together. I don't know anybody who would deny that. Get some butterfly wisdom here as well. Realizations and epiphanies. Yep. Beautiful. Once you realize, and maybe you do, maybe you have this judgment epiphany like, oh, that's what that is. You're good to get windfall. Yep. Now, we typically think of this as like a financial windfall, like, which it could be with the Six of Pentacles there. Kind of a little bit of a I mean, yes, it could be a financial windfall, but it could also be just emotional too. Oh, this is great. Don't think it's too good to be true. It's your wish come true. It's your star. It's your wish come true. That's awesome. On the bottom was self-employment. So if you are self-employed or thinking of becoming self-employed, that will definitely work out well for you. Which is where that Six of Pentacles could come in. It could also be with the windfall here that you applied for a small business loan and got approved for more than what you thought, or you got approved and you didn't know that you would in general. That could be too. All right, what do you need to surrender? Surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. For some people, that can be really hard. Staying centered will help resolve this issue more quickly. Abso-freaking-lutely. Get out of the drama. Get out of your ego and like the sneaky stuff. Get out of it. It's not serving anyone. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Yeah, listen to yourself. Listen to your body. Listen to your instincts. If you're around person A and you're like, oh, I just don't feel good, or I have a headache, or I don't want to talk, you know, whatever it is, your chakras are closing up for a reason. Your body is telling you no bueno with their energy. However, if you're with somebody else and your heart just soars, and I don't mean just like the butterflies of, oh yay, you know, the teenage butterflies kind of thing, but more of the, sorry, just, you know, throwing cards over here. More of the energy that you are happy and fulfilled and like, oh, everything's open. I'm open to this with person B. So there's your Two of Wands. So listen to your body. Know that your body and your soul will never lie to you. Your soul will never steer you wrong. Your body will never lie to you. It's the way that we interpret our messages. Our ego can definitely tell us some falsehoods, like in order to stay safe, because staying safe is a primal thing, right? That's our survival instincts kicking in. So the ego is useful for, don't go down that dark alley. Probably not a good idea. Survival instinct, right? But it also can tell us, you're safe here, just stay here. It's safer to stay even when you're not totally thrilled, because you know what to expect. And it's okay. It's safe here. It's better than the unknown. So then you start getting into the sneaky behavior, sneaking around to get your fix, right? I need my emotional fix. I need to feel loved. I need to feel sexually gratified. I need to feel understood. I need to feel heard. You know, whatever it is that this other person provides for you, they provide that for a reason. Not saying that your current person isn't a good person, or if you're deciding between two people and you're not necessarily committed, whatever it is. I'm not saying that the other person is a bad person at all. It's just not the right thing for you, which probably means it's not the right thing for them either. So the caring, compassionate thing to do, which takes immense strength card, is to walk away. And they just stopped me. I had something else in my head, and they were like, that's all that needed to be said. Yeah. Angel of release. Yep. Let it go. Let it go. Angel of detoxification. Drama detox. And if you need, see how she's sitting out in nature? Sometimes we can get the most clear, beautiful messages when we just take some time and go for a walk in a metro park or along the beach. If you're so lucky. If you're, my Pisces sun sign, I'm a mermaid, so I love the beach. Through a forest, go for a hike, along the riverbed, whatever it is for you that makes you happy. Go do that by yourself so that you can hear and listen to your own judgment, to that divine wisdom coming in. You're listening, you'll be able to hear it. So do what's right for you guys. Listen to your instincts, take that leap of faith, do what makes you happy, get out of a bad situation. And a bad situation doesn't have to be abusive, verbally, emotionally, whatever. It doesn't have to be abusive. It doesn't have to be like holy hell terrible. It can just not be fulfilling and not making you happy, which probably means the other person isn't happy either. Because if you're not living your best life and your fullest potential and loving that person the way that you could possibly love another person, you're not doing anybody any justice. Justice, Libra. So, just surrender, release, detox. Ask the divine for help. They are always at the ready. They're like waiting with bated breath to help. They really, really are. But they cannot do so. They cannot intervene unless it's a life or death kind of thing and it's not your time to go. They cannot intervene unless you specifically ask, because free will, the law of free will. We can ultimately choose to stay stuck and not go anywhere and not do what makes our souls sing. That's a choice. That is a choice that you can make. But why? When you can be so much happier doing something else. All right, air signs. So that was heavy. But hopefully you found something in there that resonated for you. And feel free to check out your other signs. Like I said, check out the general reading for any insights, extra nuggets of wisdom. So if you would like to follow me on social media or book your own personal private reading, all of my information is in the description box below. And feel free to contact me if you would like to book something. So thank you so much for watching. Take care.